Shabbat Shalom. Delighted to welcome you all to Shabbat evening services at Congregation Beth-El in Indianapolis, Indiana. We are Rabbi Sandy and Dennis Sasso. We're delighted to welcome you to our home and feel welcome in your home as we celebrate tonight with the Gold family as their daughter Nava becomes a bat mitzvah. I'll introduce the family in a few moments. In the meantime, I wanted to acknowledge my colleagues, Rabbi Jenny Greenspan and Cantor Melissa Cohen, who will be co-officiating in the service with us this evening. I want to thank Jackie Goldstein for keeping us all connected virtually and welcome you all. I invite you to go to the website, bez613.org, where you can find our Shabbat virtual resources, including links to the Kol HaNeshama prayer book and the song sheet that we will be using this evening. To welcome one another and to usher in the angels of peace of Shabbat, I'd like to invite you to turn to page 13 as Cantor Melissa Cohen leads us in Shalom Aleichem, blessings of peace unto you, angels of peace.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharit, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ruchem LaShalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu L'Shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidchem L'Shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom. Tonight we celebrate with the Gold family as Nava Simone Gold becomes bat mitzvah. Nava is an 8th grade student at the Clay Middle School. She is the last of our students at Beth-El from our spring 2020 cohort for whom we needed to kind of pivot and plan and reschedule the bat mitzvah. And so she is going to set for us a gold standard tonight. She is the daughter of Matthew and Annie Gold, the granddaughter of Kenneth and Melanie Ehrlich and Shirley Gold. And she has 2 siblings, Jacob, who could not be with us tonight, but will join us tomorrow morning. He's an 11th grader at Carmel High School, and Karen, who is with us, sitting right next to Nava, a 4th grader at the Woodbrook Elementary School. So we welcome tonight the Gold family and their many guests who join us from New York and New Jersey and Louisiana and Colorado and Massachusetts, Missouri, and here in Indiana. This is a wonderful celebration. We're thrilled to have Nava lead us in prayer and song this evening. And the first thing that we are going to invite her to do is to recite the candle blessing, which you can all follow on pages 5 and 4 of the prayer book. And I'd like to call your attention to the beautiful candlesticks, which are behind Nava on the shelf. And on that same shelf are very important family mementos, a painting from Nava's great grandfather on her mother's side, and a cross stitch from her great grandmother. So generations come together tonight as Nava becomes a bat mitzvah and brings us all together in space and in time. Nava, if you would chant the blessing over the Shabbat candles and let us get started with the Shabbat celebration. You might unmute yourself first, unless you have such a strong voice that you can. There you go. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Blessed are you, source of light, our God, sovereign of all worlds, who has made us holy with your mitzvot and commanded us to kindle the Shabbat light.
Amen. Thank you. And invite mom and dad now to offer a prayer of thanksgiving before you chant the Kiddush. So we turn to page 116 and invite Annie and Matt to recite the introduction to the Kiddush.
The commandment to bless this wine is a commandment to drink life as deeply as we drink from this cup.
It is a commandment to bless life and to love deeply.
It is a commandment to remember with Shabbat heart, to act with Shabbat hands, to see the world with Shabbat eyes.
It is a commandment to laugh until we are all laughter, to sing until we are all sung, to dance until we are all dance, and to love until we are all love.
This is the wine that God has commanded us
To bless and drink.
Thank you. A little bit of emotion there. I can sense. So Nava, if you would now raise the Kiddush cup and lead us in the words of Kiddush, the sanctification of the day, page 119.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom tehillah lemikra kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim. Kivanu b'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha v'havra uvratzon Inhaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Recite.
Okay.
Now we invite Karen to join in the singing of the Hamotzi with Nava. You can raise the challah if you have it there. Perhaps the whole family might want to say it together. A beautiful challah. Lift one of them. There we go. And say together the blessing that will lead into the meal after the services. Baruch.
Baruch.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Amen. Take a few moments to break a piece of those, one of those beautiful chalot, and we'll continue in a few moments. Nava, did you bake those challahs?
No.
Ima and Abba made the challahs. They're vegan challahs.
Oh, right.
Here you
Well, now that we have blessed the candles and the Kiddush and Motzi, we bless our families. We come together from wherever we are and we expand our hearts and stretch our arms virtually to all loved ones in a prayer of peace for our families, for our community, for our country, for the people of Israel, and for the world. So we say of our daughters, Yesimech Elohim Kesara Rivka Rachel Veleah. May God bless you as God blessed Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And we say for our sons, Yesimcha Elohim Ke'Ephraim Vechi Menashe. May God bless you as God blessed Ephraim and Manasseh. And for all our families, loved ones, and for the world, we say, Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Yair Adonai panav elecha vichuneka. May God be gracious to you and show you kindness. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha v'lach shalom. May God look with favor upon us and give us a Shabbat of peace, a life of health and joys in a world of peace. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
I'd like to invite Rabbi Jenny to lead us in the Kabbalat Shabbat with Cantor Melissa Cohen. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll begin our Kabbalat Shabbat with a rendition of Psalm 96, where we say to sing to God a new song. You'll find the words of the rendition we'll do tonight by Julie Silver on our website. Just go to the BEZ 613. Make sure you keep following on the same song sheet we were just using for Psalm 96. We sing to God a new song.
Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God a new awesome song. All the earth a new song unto God. Shir Adonai, Kol haaretz. Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash.
Sung the new song, a new week, almost a new season. We now turn to greeting Shabbat, and we say, come in Shabbat and be with us and be special with Lecha Dodi. We will begin on page 41 of our Sidur, or the PDF of it, page 41, and we will conclude on page 47.
Lecha Dodi לקראת מעלה, בלי שבת נקרא. Lecha Dodi לקראת מעלה, בלי שבת נקרא. Lecha Dodi לקראת מעלה, בלי שבת נקרא. גם בשמחה
Welcomed in Shabbat. We've blessed one another, and now we look around and say, Hine Matov, how good it is to be together. And I invite you to sing along with Cantor Melissa from your place, Hine Matov Umanim. We now turn to page 65 in our Siddur as we recite together the Shema and the Ve'ahavta, declaration of the oneness of our God and the hope for the oneness of our people, page 65 and 73.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבביך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאותה ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Now turn to a moment of celebration of our freedom, a song from the Torah as our ancestors went forth out of Egypt. We'll be celebrating this moment quite a bit over the next couple of weeks as we approach Passover next week. And for now, we say Micha Mocha, page 79.
אדוני את יעקב, ויהלום ידך חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, קהל ישראל.
Amen. We now turn to the biblical verses for Shabbat. And I will invite our bat mitzvah to come off of mute as Nava will read for us the English of the Vishamru on page 84 of our Siddur.
Let Israel's descendants keep Shabbat, making Shabbat throughout all their generations as an eternal bond. Between me and Israel's descendants shall it be a sign eternally. For in 6 days the fashioner of all made skies and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased and drew a breath of rest.
Just as God drew that breath of rest, so too we recognize the need for a breath of rest for us and for many a breath of healing. And so it has become our tradition to insert here our healing prayers for those in our community who need that extra breath of healing and that extra reach out from our hearts. And so we say, God of our ancestors, as you have cared for the children of Israel, we ask you to care for our beloved community members who are in need of healing. This week, we think of Jim Fleischer, Shirley Steinman, Ron Safran, Cassie Goldstein, Aaron Linderman, Rick Malecki, Lisa Sachs, Bonnie Kaplan, Elaine Safran, Larry Baker, Sue Baker, Roger Lord, Dr. Doug Packer, Eleanor Gelman, Levi and Lainey Chishlom, Shoshana Batmasha, Brian Zoner, Judy Satsmarie, Angela Fry, Mickey Kaur, Amy Maurer Martin, Aaron Mundy, Sheila Necklace, Don Fisher, Bernard Pilot, Jean Neohonor, Doreen Gray, Deetra Mills, Jerry Stern, Michael Martinez, Bob Ashworth, and as the cantor sings our healing prayer, I invite, as I see some are doing, any who are comfortable sharing additional names that you are holding in your hearts to go ahead and place them in the chat as we sing our Misha Berach prayer.
May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habraka leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Amen. Dear God, for all those mentioned aloud in the chat and all those whose names we hold close, please be with them in their times of sickness and suffering, and treat them with compassion, guard them safely through danger, and lend them a portion of your strength. This time, we'd like to invite each of us to take a moment of reflection, of Shabbat Amidah, of quiet, and of finding our own sources of strength. We'll take a few moments for silent prayer.
Shalom Bibronam, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu. Say Shalom Bibronam, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oh, say Shalom Bibronam, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Be'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Be'al Kol Yisrael.
As we close our moments of prayer, I will invite our bat mitzvah, Nava, to once again come off of mute and share a closing meditation. You can follow with her in our Siddur on page 106.
Dear God, protect my tongue from evil and my lips from telling lies. May I turn away from evil and do what is good in your sight. Let me be counted among those who seek peace. May my words of prayer, and my heart's meditation be seen favorably. Beloved one, my rock and my redeemer, may the one who creates harmony above make peace for us and for all of Israel, and for all who dwell on earth, and say, Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Nava. As we close the Amida with a hope for peace, we turn our thoughts to recent tragic events in Atlanta and to what has become a growing sentiment against members of the Asian American community in different parts of our country. And we as a congregation stand tonight and always in solidarity with the Asian American community of our city, our state, and our nation. We deplore any hateful expressions of prejudice, threat, violence directed at our neighbors, whether because of race, religion, culture, or nationality. Beth-El cherishes the diversity within our own midst. We have so many families of children and children of Asian descent, and we affirm the prophetic teaching. Have we not all one creator? Why then do we deal treacherously against one another, profaning the covenant of our ancestors? American democracy and our most precious Jewish religious values are founded on the legal and moral premise that all people are created equal and are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Any malicious word or act of violence against those ideals is a betrayal of both our Jewish and our American ancestral covenants. So to express that in song, I ask Cantor Melissa to sing words that are fitting to this. Let there be love. Hashkivenu, may we have peace.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Shalom. Let there be love
Amen. I'd like to invite Jackie to post the Kaddish list as we prepare to offer our memorial prayer tonight, which is also a prayer for peace. Peace in our hearts as we remember loved ones, and peace for the ongoing transition of the generations. You will notice that in our Yortzites list, in the middle column, top name, appears the name of Rabbi Milton Steinberg. And whenever we observe the Yortzeit of a past spiritual leader of our congregation, rabbis or cantors, I take the opportunity to make a few moments that remind us of where we have come from and who are the people that have helped us become Beth-El Zedek. Rabbi Milton Steinberg was born in Rochester, New York in 1903. He attended the Jewish Theological Seminary of America, the seminary in New York, where he was ordained in 1928, and there he became a disciple of Rabbi Mordecai Kaplan, the founder of the Reconstructionist movement in Judaism. Rabbi Steinberg, while he was still a senior at the conservative seminary, served as an intern at Congregation Beth-El Tzedek, the year 1927. And upon ordination, the congregation immediately invited him to be its rabbi. Under Rabbi Steinberg's tenure, congregations Beth-El and Ohev Zedek merged to become Congregation Beth-El Zedek in the year 1928. And Rabbi Steinberg was instrumental in transforming our two traditionalist congregations into a fully American, modern American congregation aligned with the conservative movement and the new Reconstructionist ideas. After 5 years in Indianapolis, Rabbi Steinberg accepted the call to the pulpit of the Park Avenue Synagogue in New York, where he served until his untimely death in 1950 at the age of 47. So his was a short-lived but brilliant, productive, and influential career. He was an eloquent and inspiring speaker, a caring pastor, and an ambassador of the Jewish people to the civic and interfaith communities. Rabbi Steinberg wrote extensively about the meaning of God, about faith and reason in the modern world, about anti-Semitism, American Jewish identity, and Zionism. As we remember our own loved ones tonight, we honor his memory and the legacy which he bequeaths to our congregation. As we recite our Mourners Kaddish tonight, we extend sincere condolences to Miriam Morgan, Scott Morgan, Deborah Law, Barbara Gray, and Linda Elliott and their families on the death of their beloved husband, father and grandfather, Richard L. Morgan. Tonight, we also honor the memories of those who have died as a result of the pandemic we face as a nation and as a worldwide community. Let those who remember and all who observe the anniversary of the death of a loved one join in the recitation of the Mourners Kaddish. You may rise at your seats. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabba. Ve'olma divra kir'ute ve'yamlich malchute bechaye ichon u'v'yom ichon u'bechaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv ve'meru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam u'le'olmei olmaya yitparach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitroman ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yitale ve'yithalal shemei dekudsha berichu. Le'elam, Berichu. Le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata, tushmechata ve'nechemata, da amiran ve'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shelamar rabba min shemaya, ve'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, u'ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. May God, the source of peace, grant comfort to all who are bereaved, peace to the household of Israel, and to all humanity. And let us say, Amen. You may be seated. And it's my pleasure to invite our representative officer from the Board of Trustees this evening of the congregation, Dan Resnick, to extend greetings and make some announcements. Dan, are you somewhere out there? There you are. You have to unmute though. Dan, we need you to unmute.
Yes, thank you. I needed our host to unmute me. Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure on behalf of the officers and board of directors to welcome you to our Friday evening services. First and foremost, Mazel Tov, Nava, on a job well done this evening. Like to extend that Mazel Tov to your parents, Annie and Matthew Gold, to your grandparents, Kenneth and Melanie Ehrlich, and to Shirley Gold, and to your entire extended family who's been able to join us here on our services this evening. I'd like to remind everyone to please tune in tomorrow morning at 9:30 for Rabbi Jenny's Torah talk, as well as Nava's continuation of her bat mitzvah journey at 10 o'clock via live stream. Rabbi Dennis is having our next coffee talk series. It'll be a Passover Q&A. That's Sunday, March 21st at 10:30. And I'd just like to thank everyone again for joining us this evening. We look forward to having all of you with us during our many services and programs in the weeks ahead. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. Nava, you did a great job. Are you ready for tomorrow? Everybody wave at Nava. Wish her a mazel tov. There you go. And now we're going to close the service with a lovely song inspired by this week's Haftarah from the prophet Isaiah. Is found in our Beth-El website. So sing from your homes. Ariu la Adonai. Enter.
Taking it away. Here it is.
Not in here.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Nava, thank you for
Shabbat Shalom.
leading us in services. You get the gold medal. So let everybody wish Nava a mazel tov to her parents and grandparents and family. And of course, to the next bat mitzvah. Karen, how many years to come? 3 years?
3.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 more years.
Wonderful. We'll continue the service tomorrow in celebration, and mazel tov to Jacob as well. Say hi, everybody, to Nava, and wish her a mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Shabbat shalom.
Mazel tov. Good Shabbos. Shabbat shalom.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Shabbat shalom.
Mazel tov.
She's Ross and Claudia Bohard.
Huh? What's her name?
Where's all the Jersey people?
Nobody did.
Wave if you're a Jersey person.
Oh, wait if you're what?
If you're a Jersey girl, wave
Oh,
if you're a Jersey girl. Where are my Jersey people?
You're Jersey girl.
Oh, there they are. Yay! The Golds have Jersey in the house today.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom from Florida.
Yay!
Wonderful.
Shabbat shalom from the villages.
Shabbat shalom, Mom and Dad.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay.
Nava, enjoy dinner, have a good night's sleep, and part two
See you in the
tomorrow.
morning.
See you
Shabbat
then.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. See you in the morning.
Shabbat shalom.
Happy